What is up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now recently I've had a lot of people commenting with questions about my bike, in particular asking about some of the customizations that I've done to it. So today what I want to do is go through a little bit more about some of those choices I've made on my bike and give you a rundown on those changes that I've made and of course why I've made them. But before we get into that, we're going to first hit up a little friendly neighborhood cafe called Autumn Coffee because I need my caffeine fix. So pour yourself a cup, sit back, and let's get into this. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, let's go. Alrighty, so I just finished up at Autumn Coffee, had a couple of coffees, they were real tasty. Make sure you check those guys out on Instagram and of course pop by the store if you're living here in Perth. But now I want to get into the main point of today's video, that is talking about the S&S 2-in-1 Superstreet exhaust that I have on my bike here. A lot of you have reached out to me and asked about this pipe and also the air cleaner that I have with it. This is the S&S Stealth Air Cleaner with a carbon fiber cover. So I wanted to take today and talk a bit about these two pieces and why I have them on the bike, and we'll go through a little bit on how the exhaust sounds as well. With my choice of pipe, I went with S&S for a few reasons. One was because after researching the absolute hell out of the aftermarket company for Harley Davidson, S&S just seemed to be one of the most trusted brands in the industry. They've been around for a long time, building parts for motorcycles, particularly for Harley Davidson, for such a long time. So not only that, but they also now supply the engines for Arch motorcycles, which is Keanu Reeves' motorcycle company. Those motorcycles are incredible. They are way out of my price budget, but they are incredible motorcycles, and S&S are the company that supply the beautiful V-twins that power those machines. So this is a trusted brand. That's really important to me. I actually reached out to a number of different aftermarket brands and asked them questions and help when it came to my exhaust choices, and a few of them got back to me, but S&S replied with a really thoughtful message. They answered my questions really well and were able to really make the decision easy for me. So that to me is really important. Working with a company that I can trust, a company that goes that extra step to reach out to its customers and make them feel like they are making a really good decision in their purchase is really important. If they put that much effort into looking after their customers, then I can feel pretty confident that they put that much effort into looking after their products and producing a high quality product. So this is a company that is synonymous with power and quality, and so again I felt confident going with the S&S brand for my pipe and my air cleaner because I knew I was going to get the power upgrade that I wanted from this purchase. What I also love about the S&S 2-in-1 Superstreet are the looks of the pipe itself. It looks beautiful. It has beautiful curves. Those pipes wrap around that timer cover and run down the length of the bike underneath the saddlebags, which is a really nice length as well. It's not too long, it's not too short. I think it's beautiful. I think it gives it that sporty look without being aggressive. I didn't want an aggressive looking bike. So what I wanted from my bike was a sports touring look with also some heritage aesthetics thrown in there too. Okay, so with my air cleaner, again I went for S&S, and I went for the S&S Stealth Air Cleaner with the carbon fiber teardrop cover. Now, most air cleaners on the market are all going to do a great job of providing high airflow into the engine. So for me, what it really came down to were the aesthetics. Like, how does this air cleaner look? What does it bring to the bike? So for me, the carbon fiber teardrop was this beautiful juxtaposition of tradition meeting modernity. So that teardrop is a classic design that S&S created way back in the 70s. It is synonymous with choppers and all kinds of Harley Davidsons. You'll see them on Sportsters, you'll see them on diners, on touring bikes, and it's such a beautiful design that it's completely stood the test of time. Now throw in the carbon fiber finish and you have this awesome modern look too, and that's exactly what I think this Sport Glide is about. It's about tradition and modern design coming together. I don't want to go too much into the specs of these two pieces. You can jump on S&S's website and check those out for yourself. I'll leave a link below in the description. What I will touch on quickly are the performance numbers. Now on the website, S&S claim to be about a 10% increase in torque across the RPM range and about 15% or so of an increase in horsepower. Now this might not sound like much, but when it's across the entirety of the RPM range, that means more power at all times. So you can really feel the difference. Now for me, where I feel it the most is pulling from about 2,500–3,000 RPMs. There's just more power earlier on. So to really feel it, you need to twist that throttle wide open when you're starting off from a standstill, or make sure you're sitting at that 3,000 RPMs coming out of the corner and let that throttle rip. You'll also feel it as you start to click through the gears. There isn't a drop from when the horsepower takes over. In fact, this is again where I start to really feel this pipe and this air cleaner come to life. The power just keeps on coming, and there's a second burst of power as I get to those higher RPMs. I didn't feel that so much with the stock pipes and the stock air cleaner. Moving to this high flow system now from S&S, and this bike really is pulling all of the time. All right, let's start it up and let's give it some throttle. That was me just taking off at normal speed. Let's see what this thing sounds like when we want to move fast. Let's do it. Damn, this bike moves. This bike is so much fun. There's so much torque. It just wants to pull you off the line. I mean, it sounds amazing when it gets up and goes, but Wow, the power is amazing. When I put into second gear, this thing just took flight. Whoa, this thing's amazing. Whew. All right. So I hope you like this video going through my exhaust and my air cleaner today. Make sure that you leave in the comments below what it is that you're using on your bike. You know, what exhaust do you have? What air cleaner do you have? And if you have any questions, again, please leave them in those comments. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel. I'm just bringing you awesome motorcycle videos, coffee videos from here in Australia. All right, so I'm gonna jump back on the bike, hit the curves. Make sure you stick around, check it out, and I'll catch you on the next video. All right, peace.